Well, what a wonderful sentiment there from referee Gerd Richter. God bless and keep it real. What are the numbers telling us, Chris?
Bantamweight division, both young prospects. Of course, the IMAF Fighter of the Year, Elias Erber, highly touted, two-time champion against the debutant, Erber and Basbudak. A lot of potential fireworks here for the first fight of the night, Will.
Well, no name. You can see straight away he's come to do business, bringing the heat right from the get-go. Elias Erber pressurizing. Erber and Basbudak just keeping the space between them. Great footwork, but he comes forward fast, doesn't he, Erber?
Beautiful level change. That's exactly what he does. That's how he won his 2 titles, European and World Championship. Just this beautiful footwork for the kickboxing, but it's all an illusion. Once he cuts off that cage, that level change is incoming.
Basbudak under a bit of pressure right from the get-go here. That snappy start from Erber, and this leg hold now tries to leverage on and put him down, but he's got the back, and this is what we said, you know, he does like a bit of an RNC.
He's a complete dominator in this position. Look at the way that he climbed up off that grapevine, Will. This could be early doors.
Yeah, he's under a lot of pressure, the young fighter, isn't he? Erber and Basbudak, 23 years of age. He's in a lot of trouble if he lets go of that left hand. He's got to try and get some kind of clearance there, but he can't unless he lets go of that grip. So, you know, this is really, really a good position for Erber to be in so early.
It's about as bad as it really could be for Basbudak. And you know, these guys were familiar. Like we said in the walkout, they've had a lot of rounds. And Basbudak said, look, it's just another round. But this has to be one of the worst they've had.
Absolutely. Well, he's riding him like a rental, isn't he, Erber? He's got that triangle on the body lock. He's on top of him, the weight, the pressure. He's actually got the arm through. I think this could be the beginning of the end. He's given up the grip to try and put a bit more pressure on. And just look at him leaning back and leveraging. Erber and Basbudak is going to really have to pull out some ace moves here to get rid of it. Look at the triangle grip and that leg locked in. Down he goes, boom! We're into some real tough action here now because he's really got the grips going.
Now, unbelievably so, Basbudak has had to concede this position after hand fighting quite a bit standing up, and that's going to contribute towards fatigue here, Will. You can see him trying to turn in, but I think he's just a little bit lost. He's got to go to work to unhitching that body triangle.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's cutting off the oxygen as well. Round the waist, round the rib cage, all the breaths that he takes are going to be searched for, but he's got a grip on here, and we could be in submission territory. We've been there for a while. Repositions on the leg triangle. Look at him get that crank on the choke there. Basbudak in all kinds of trouble here, and just with one arm, he's getting a crank.
He might be able to get it here, Will, but again, you know, it's just that progression over time. The crank, working underneath the chin, the contortion happening here. It's a game of patience, but that crank looks really uncomfortable, Will.
Yeah, absolutely. It's on from the side, but he's squeezing it round the front more as he transitions the position. Hasn't got the right arm into play yet, just that left arm on the shoulder. And look at that, Basbudak, a good bit of escapology, but he looks burnt out. And I mean, if there's more of this on the runway stacking up, then it's a tough night in the office for Basbudak. He's going to need nothing short of a miracle to get out of this.
And Erber is just astounding at the work rate. It's so easy going, but it is so uncomfortable when you're in that position, getting cranked, getting cut off, getting manhandled here, quite literally. Let's see if maybe Basbudak can turn around inside the guard, but you can just see how comfortable Erber is in resetting his hooks.
Absolutely, he's had to readjust, but look at this, Basbudak, who I said at the beginning had trouble getting to the stand-up, does it. That was a great bit of escapology, Chris, it really was. That was Houdini-like to get out from that position.
It really was a remarkable turnaround there, but Elias Erber can strike, he can bang. But Basbudak's got to make him pay for using that energy. The good sprawl here, but the problem is the cage. Friend and an enemy in this circumstance.
Good left and a good right, sent him down. Good leg grab, the shoot took him down again, and we're back to square one. He's looking for positions and grips from here. Now, what's he trying to do from the top?
Yeah, he's going to try to clear out a quarter guard. And Basbudak, again, has just always been out of position. Same problem when he had his back taken. Same problem when he's pinned down here. Erber uses his weight and his grips, and it's so much more purposeful. That's the difference in pedigree.
So positioning well into open guard. Butterfly from Basbudak just to keep his man at bay. And, you know, his nickname is No Time. And really, this is fast and furious in every sense of that expression. Working his way round the back. He's working against the clock, though. 20-odd seconds left. He still could get positions and grips from this viewpoint of the clock, but he's working on top and softening his man up. I mean, this is the writing on the wall.
I'm impressed by the conditioning here of Basbudak, though. He looked very tired, and he's definitely sticking with it now that he's gotten out the back door. He needs to do some damage because this round is gone.
Well, Basbudak has just made some real escapology there, but gets caught again after some wild swings. That single leg takedown is perfect from Erber. There's the buzzer. That's the end of the first. My goodness gracious me, I thought we were out of this early doors in the first.
I agree. It definitely looked very bad. It was a very bad start, probably one of the worst starts in any fight for Basbudak, but I'm very impressed at his resilience to get out, to show survival skills. The fight starts on its feet in the second round, and he needs to have a major turnaround.
And of course, that sends a very strong message, doesn't it, to Erber, which is after putting on your best moves, you still can't put me away. Let's just take a look at the action, Chris.
Erber on the outside here. We just saw such good zoning, and once he was inside on his back, it was misery to the nth degree. Basbudak trying to block here with the short little hazardous punches coming around. Nice entry here from Erber against the fence. Left to a right. Counter left hook, actually hook fighting hook. Was that a clean connection? It looked like it was. Almost a Stockton slap there, if you will.
Well, we go to 2, and it has been very, very fruity so far for our opening bout here at the All Mobility Net powered FNC 27 coming to you from Munich. Second round, first bout. And look at this, Erber straight in for that shoot. He's got the left leg this time. Erber Basbudak doing everything he can to stay in the upright, but just look at him, he's all over him, he's like an octopus.
This is the problem. Basbudak has no cage work here. And every single time you can just see the way that Erber is able to collapse his base and find a way. And he's just so much more flexible, even when it's kind of awkward. Erber makes it very awkward, and he finds a way to complete. He's 3 for 3 on these takedowns right now, Will.
Yeah, absolutely. What a great, incredible positive record for commitment to maneuver and technique. I mean, Erber is not wasting any time with anything that he can't deliver after setting out to endeavour. So, fighting off his back, Erber Basbudak, fighting blue, has to try and control Elias Erber, who is on a mission to finish this. And I have to say, great defensive work from Basbudak. But we've seen this before, Chris. We've seen people make these Lazarus-like comebacks in the third round if it goes the distance, if they can sustain it. And, you know, Basbudak looks like that guy. He looks like he might just do enough to survive and then all of a sudden pull a rabbit out of the hat in the third. That's if it gets that far.
Yeah, for sure. You can see him breathing and looking and moving. He's aware of what's going on. But the problem here is the autopilot from Erber is just way ahead of the game. He's got such smooth, effortless passing and pressure. You know, the way you'll see him look and breathe and adjust and wait and go, he's just 2 or 3 steps ahead.
I tell you, the transitions are like a very expensive automatic Mercedes changing gear. He just slips in. Look at that. He's got that triangle on again. I mean, that's a wicked strike and technique to pull on somebody and keep the breathing checked all the time. And Basbudak under just so much pressure right from the get-go. Basbudak really having to try and work his way out of it, but I think he's going to succumb here. Look at that. The right arm goes through. He's still got a problem with that left hand to finish and complete the lock, but I think it's a matter of time.
Yeah, he's trying to get out of that seatbelt. His corner is talking him through every single move here. Again, this will be tight. This will be uncomfortable. We saw Basbudak survive here previously. He did a good job of tucking his neck. But I'm just amazed at how connected the corner is to Erber as they're talking him through this.
Well, Erber listening to every instruction, because in terms of the physical chess, he's just been absolutely brilliant. He's closed down Basbudak every time, put him under this constant pressure, and you know, on paper this is looking very much like Erber, who's now got a crank on.
Ooh, this could be really bad. This could be very bad. He could have cranked him. He could have literally got a spinal crank there. Could have gone Scottish twister. Now he's going to go straight to the back. A lot of wild stuff happening here.
Yeah, and a lot of pressure. And you've got to ask, can Basbudak take it? The ground and pound going in. What pressure? How much more can Basbudak take? And just on top of the power that's coming in from those punches, Basbudak still tries to control one arm of Erber, but I think this is the beginning of the end. Referee Gerdrichter looking very closely, and he's called it off! That's it! It's a finish in the second! Tremendous effort from what was high fidelity all the way from the beginning. It was a highlight reel of transitions and techniques in BJJ from Erber.
An absolute masterclass there from Elias Erber. Unbelievable. There are levels to the game, and this kid is levels ahead right now. What a win.
Fabulous finish there. He knew right from the get-go he'd come to do business, and I mean, took up the slack on everything. Just look at the pressure from the ground and pound. Those strikes too heavy. Gert Richter, our referee, looking very closely. I mean, so many times he nearly succumbed to chokes. He had that crank of the arm round the back of the head. That looked serious, but Gert Richter calls it off. You know, too much on one day for Erber and Basbudak, and it was a cul-de-sac. It was only ever going to end one way. Great call.
And so, ladies and gentlemen, the end comes after 3 minutes and 20 seconds completed of round number 2. Your winner by way of TKO in the red corner, Elias, no time.